Hey guys, I'm back with another Yu-Gi-Oh Market Watch. I have a few cards I want to go over today. The first one's Super Polymerization Ultimate Rare. I know I've talked about this a few times recently, and I said to pick it up at 85, and it's been kind of bought up over the last couple of days. The lowest copy now is $98, and there's 6 copies of that available. So if you want to place it of this and you're thinking about picking it up, I would say go ahead and pull that trigger now, because after this one's gone, it quickly goes to, I think, around the 105 mark. Let's see, 110, and then bottoms out to 120. So these are going, and I think one of the reasons why is because usually at the start of a new format, you'll see Invoke Shadal take over for a couple weeks. And so I think people are probably going to bring that to locals, or maybe even play like in a remote duel. And I think they'll probably do pretty well. I think we'll see a few Shadal tops once the new format starts, and this card will probably go right back up to 135, 140, maybe. So if it does see some tops, this card will spike really hard, especially since Dragoon is still legal. And I'm not sure if Phoenix Enforcer is going to be a dark as well, but this will be a great out for that card, at least temporarily. The next card I want to go over is Tomb Kingdom Ultimate Rare. We talked about this as well. This is going for around $58 to $60. I think when I told you to pick this up, it was around 46 to 50. So it's moving up in value. And then, yeah, it bottoms out to around 65. So it's not too late, but these are selling. As you can see right here, someone purchased 6 of these for 60. So I think that we might see this get bought out. And you want to have this when it gets bought out, because whenever it does, you can just sell off your copies, make a good profit. And then if you really like this card like I do, I'll just buy it when it dips back down. The next card I want to go over is Destiny Hero Celestial. I know people are talking about maybe playing this with the new Phoenix Enforcer. And the secret rare is around like $40 to $50. And the only other higher rarity of Celestial is an ultra rare coming out of Dual Overload. And I've had a playset of this card forever, just because I opened a lot of Dual Overload. I think I even have more than a playset. I just got to dig it out of bulk. And it was sitting at like 25 cents for the longest time. Well, now it's around $2. And there's a lot of copies for sale. I don't think that it can go much higher than this, $4 max. But if you have these in your bulk, or you think you might, if you open Dual Overload, go dig them out and just have them ready to sell. Maybe list a couple now, and then a couple if it hits $4. I'll probably list a couple and see if I can find more of these. I know I have a bunch of these somewhere. The next card I want to go over is Destiny Hero Plasma. With everybody talking about Destiny Heroes, I think this card got a little bit of attention. It's a pretty good card, especially for heroes. It's basically, I'm going to read it because I haven't read it in a while, but I think it's kind of like a dark ruler. See, this card cannot be special summoned except by attributing 3 monsters you control once per turn. Select your opponent's monster, and equip it to this card. This card gains equal to half of the attack of the equipped monster while this card is face up on the field, and negate the effects of all face up effect monsters your opponent controls. So I mean, that's a pretty good card. And this card is old too. It's 2007 collector's 10. Right now, I think yesterday you could get a light play for like 13 when I was looking at it, and it went up. Right now it's around 16 to 17 for a light play, and then quickly goes to 20. And then on the next page, it gets pretty interesting. It goes to 25, and then for near mints, 30, almost 33. I know not too long ago this card was like $8 for a near mint. So I think this card's definitely getting bought up. If you want to get those, $16, $17 copies, not a bad idea. I probably wouldn't stick $33 in this for near mint. I just don't see it going too much higher. I could see maybe it gets a little bit more attention. The light play goes to 25 to 28, but me personally, I'm not going to invest in this card. I should have at $8. I think it was like not on the top of my list to pick up, but it's whatever. Sometimes you miss out. The next cards I want to go over is the Archetype Altergeist, and I think this is probably one of the most underrated decks this format. I have this deck, but I haven't played it in a long time. But forever, for forever, these were sitting around $2, these Altergeist Milliseeks. We'll take a look at the original copy. So right now it's around $5 for near mint unlimited, bottoming out to around $5.50 for a near mint first edition. I would still pick these up, honestly. I think because there's only 2 printings of this card, I think if this card starts topping, this deck starts topping rather, these cards would be $8 to $12 easily. It just depends on if it catches on or not, because even if a deck's topping, you still have to think about, is this a deck someone wants to play? I know a lot of people hate Altergeist, so even though I like the deck and think it's perfectly fair, there's definitely a lot of people out there that hate this deck. But if you are looking for a deck to try out that's budget, definitely go for this. It's super easy to play and it does the job. But other than that, multi-fakers are always good to pick up, and those are still cheap. Marionetta, of course. And I think, let's see what silks are going for. Silks are pretty cheap as well if you want to pick those up. I don't know how many listings are left. Let's see, I think like 60. Okay, that's weird that they would put a $4 shipping up top. It's around 50 cents. So come in here and buy these 2 copies. Why not? You only need to play 2 of them anyways. The next card I want to go over is Ice Dragon's Prism. So I think you should pick this card up, but not anytime soon. I would wait, well, soonish. I would wait until about a week after the Megatins drop. I mean, as soon as they drop, even if you wait 3 days afterwards, it's still better than buying it now. But this card's insane, and I think that it could definitely be an answer to Phoenix Enforcer and Dragoon. So I think if those start seeing a lot of play, especially with Drytron playing Dragoon, I think this would be a great tech option, just put in your side deck. But especially for trap decks, this is something like in Trap Tricks, I play this in my main deck at 3. This card is just ridiculous. But it's around 20 for the original right now, and the Prismatic is around 14. I will say that the Prismatic will probably settle to 8, and then the original will probably be around $12 to $14. So personally, I haven't decided what's the better pickup. I really think that maybe it's Rise of the Duelist, just because this was super hard to get, and I think a lot of people are going to want the original version. But at the same time, the Prismatic Secret Rare looks insanely good. So just get, I'm probably gonna need like a play set or 2 of both, depending on how cheap it is. If it goes, either one of these copies go down like $5, I'm just gonna buy in the stacks. Anyways, the next card I want to go over is Solemn Strike, coming out of Breakers of Shadow, Secret Rare. I have it filtered out for first editions only, because I think if you're gonna get an unlimited, just go for the Megatin version. Like, there's no reason to spend $18 on a near mint unlimited. Just go for the Megatin version, because at that point it doesn't matter. It's the same rarity. The only reason you'd want to pick up a copy coming out of Breakers of Shadows if you're going to get a first ed, and first eds are for a lightly played is around 22 right now, and then bottom out to 24. But I brought this up because there's a play set here actually for the near mint first edition. So if you're looking to pick up Solemn Strike, you can come grab this play set, and it's not a terrible price. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take for this card to kind of move up in value. It could stick here for a little while, but I just think you're not going to lose money on this. Like, unless they reprint it as a secret rare, which I doubt it, because there's already another reprint secret rare. I just don't see this card going down. The only thing I can think is if they did like a collector's rare, but I don't know. That seems like, I don't know. They have been reprinting a lot of high rarity cards. It made me mad that they reprinted Lightning Storm and collector's rare. I just think they should have left, they screwed whoever had the Prismatic secret rares. But the last card I want to go over today is F-Zero, Utopic Draco Future, coming out of King's Court, ultra rare. This card was sitting at like $12 to $13 for the longest time, and I love this card. And if you can make this card, it's ridiculous, because it's pretty much just a 3,000 body that you can't get rid of, and it's pretty much a mind control, because you can activate any monster effects that can negate it and then take control of it if it's on the field. But I still think this is not a bad pickup at $18 to $19, because if a deck comes out and it's in play, it's gonna be $35 to $40 easy. Now that we're done with the market watch, I just wanted to show you, I know we talked about Discord coming out of the Dual Terminal 1. And I just wanted to show I ordered quite a few copies. I think I got them all for around 50 cents a piece. And I think I have 65 to somewhere between 65 and 80 copies, because I still have some coming in the mail. But to me, it seemed worth it. Like, because even if it's dual terminal 1, so I think, let me make sure it's dual terminal 1. Okay, it's dual terminal 4 actually. But I think it could easily be a card that someone mentions, or it just gets temporary hype and it shoots from 50 cents to $4, maybe even 10, because there's not that many more left. There's only like 18 listings. But so I'm willing to risk it, even if it only goes from 50 cents to $2. I mean, you're talking about, I spent $40 on them. So if it goes to $2, that would be around 160. So that's around 120 profit minus probably $30 in shipping costs. So somewhere around probably around $80 to $90 profit, which I think is pretty good. But other than that, oh yeah, I also wanted to show, I did get my 2 super polys in. And those look pretty nice. I have a double sleeve, so it might be kind of hard to tell, but I think they look pretty nice. I think you should pick those last couple of copies up before it's too late, because like I said, I think we'll see a strong comeback at the beginning of the format. And who knows, maybe even later. I don't know when the next support comes out for Despia. I don't think, it's not, honestly not my favorite deck. I think there's a lot better decks to play. I think just pure Invoke Shaddoll or Invoke Shaddoll Dogmatica is just way better, because the problem with Despia is it puts up a pretty decent board, but it just doesn't have a lot of follow-up. Like if you look at Tri-Brigade, it's not building a crazy big board, but the follow-up is crazy with Revolt. I mean, you pretty much just have a play every single turn, and you're getting that banished off at least 3 times. So, but other than that, that's all I had for today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and comment down below what's your favorite card going to be in the Megatins. I'm probably going to be opening up one on this channel. I got 3 cases, and I'll probably open one, and I'll probably do a giveaway from something out of that 10. So like I said, comment down below what your favorite reprint's going to be out of the 2021 Megatins, and have a good day.